Could AI write the next Disney film? I don't know. Didn't it already write the last one? Hey, Hannah Mouse 1 here. I'm sure a lot of you remember the accusations made against Disney's animated feature Wish, that it was such a cookie-cutter generic Disney film that it had to be written by AI. The most viral video covering this that I could find was by the channel Writer's Block, and these accusations got me thinking, ignoring whether or not Wish was actually written by AI, could it have been? So I challenged ChatGPT to do exactly that, write the next Disney film. I asked it a series of questions and prompts, starting by requesting the concept for the film, and then asking further questions to fill in any gaps or oversights that the concept didn't quite cover. One thing that I found massively helpful was organising the information that Chat gave me in a campfire project. It helped me find the gaps in the character development and the like, and I soon had a narrative, some characters fleshed out, and it was quite obvious where Chat got some of its ideas from. The idea of an encroaching darkness that threatens to destroy the paradise in which the characters live felt very Moana, and the idea of the protagonist being held back by their grandmother, whose past trauma made her overly protective, just felt a little bit Encanto, especially as it wanted the story to be set in Latin America. And there were also moments where it felt like ChatGPT was literally making up as it went along, like out of nowhere at one point it just suddenly brought up, oh, by the way, there's also a prophecy that's important, and it's like, okay, you didn't bring that up till now. But you know, enough teasing. What's the story that ChatGPT served up for me? Well, the story's called The Whispering Wood, and it's set in, guess where? A wood. In Brazil. The main character is 12-year-old Maya Rodriguez, who has the ability to talk to animals. Her close companions being a parrot called Rio, a jaguar called Sol, a tapir called Mateo, a squirrel called Santiago, and a butterfly called Mariposa. She lives with her parents, Juan and Elena, and her grandmother, Abuela Esperanza. Esperanza used to be extremely magically powerful, but lost her powers in banishing an evil sorcerer, Malvora Velez, who wanted to sap the forest power for her own gain. Esperanza continues to oversee the community within the woods as a village elder and one of 7 guardians, and because of her history is a tad bit overprotective of Maya, which causes issues because, as per aforementioned pesky little prophecy, Maya's the one destined to defeat Malvora when she returns, which she does, spreading a darkness over the Whispering Woods. Esperanza, after a bit of persuasion, overcomes her hesitations, and she and the other guardians train Maya in connecting with the magic of the woods, and Maya uses this power to hunt down Malvora and take her out. Light returns, peace is restored, and they all lived happily ever after. The end. So that's what I was working with, but there was a lot that I needed to do before I could call this endeavour a success. Character design, for instance. For this, I asked Chat for character descriptions and then hopped over to another AI software, Meet Our Head concept artist Hypotenuse. This isn't free like Chat is, but it did have a free trial, which I milked the heck out of for this. I used this for both characters and background art. I just plugged in the descriptions, chose some style and design options, generated the art, and used whatever it spit back at me as my design. I also had a stab at making some songs, which was a lot more difficult. The best way I could find to do this, and I tested a few different AI programs to find the best result, was to ask Chat to generate some lyrics and then plug those lyrics into Melody Studio, which then gave me a melody that at least worked with the lyrics, even if it was a tad bit more subdued than I would want for a big dramatic Disney song. It's actually the song you can hear in the background of this video, although there's no singing. If you want to hear me sing the song, which trust me you probably don't, I could record that if you guys really want it, maybe for the second channel or something. And I didn't do this for all the songs that Chat suggested for this film. My objective with this was to get a little vertical slice of all the elements of a film rather than the entire Disney film. And obviously I didn't have time to animate an entire feature film, but I did have time to throw together a quick trailer for the film as if it was a new Disney release. I don't have any experience with 3D animation, so instead of taking the animation style of Disney's more recent films like Encanto or Wish, I leant more into the older hand-drawn style of animation like The Little Mermaid, Snow White, or The Princess and the Frog and so on. And don't expect a professional quality animation here. I'm an amateur drawing with a mouse because I don't have a drawing tablet with very limited time. I decided that I wanted the prophecy to be read out as the voiceover for the trailer, and I thought it'd be funny to use one of those AI text-to-speech voices, so the lines will be performed by the incredibly talented Caroline, no last name given. I suppose this little experiment brings up a question, I guess, on the ethics of using AI for films, especially in a company as large as Disney. Is it going to take jobs away from budding creatives? Like, why pay a story writer when ChatGPT can write you a story for free? Why have someone design characters for hours when AI can spit you out a design in under 2 minutes? Here's my take, and feel free to argue with me in the comments, because I feel like discussions around AI can be quite divisive, and I'm sure some of you will have different opinions to me. First of all, the AI software that we, the general public, have access to right now isn't in a place to write a perfect, consistent story without glaring oversights and contradictions, but I'm more than willing to believe that if anyone has access to the best of the best AI softwares, it's Disney. And either way, I'm not sure this is hugely relevant to the discussion because it's mostly a hypothetical for a rapidly approaching future. With the rate that AI is evolving right now, it's not inconceivable that AI could write a complete, consistent story within as short of a time frame as the next few years. Second, and I think this is the more significant point, is that using AI would lead to lower quality generic products, and that would lead to a loss in profits eventually that would outbid the money saved in not paying creatives or in the time saved by using AI. By its very principle, in the way it takes a set of information then uses that to create a new result, AI will inherently create something rather formulaic. Computers are incapable of true creativity. Like, when people accuse Wish of being written by AI, are they saying, "Oh wow, that was so good and original, no human could ever have come up with it must have been AI"? Or are they saying, "That was a cookie cutter generic film that hits every single trope that I've seen 1,000 times already, I bet it was written by AI"? When it comes to artwork, I think AI promotes laziness and thus a lazier product. A true character design is done by true artists, goes through dozens of iterations and drawings and concepts, and with a different shape for the eyes on this one, a different hairstyle on that one, and then bits and pieces from several different concept ideas get combined into a single detailed character. If whatever design AI spits out is used raw and undeveloped and without the layers of iteration that character design requires, the character design is just going to be fundamentally worse. At best, AI could be used to generate 20 of these basic iterations and concepts for an artist, a human artist, to comb over and use to inspire their final result. Like, it could speed up that initial design stage or help them break through artist block. And with that lower quality becoming more and more frequent, people would eventually stop coughing up the cash to go see these films. Look what happened to Marvel. Do you remember the world of hype and excitement around Infinity War and Endgame when the MCU dominated and the cinemas sold out with superhero enthusiasts and normies alike? But then they started to churn out more and more content, completely oversaturating their own franchise and robbing what could be big hit films of the time, care and budget that they require to finance the other 3 films and 5 Disney Plus shows that were scheduled within the same span of time. The quality dipped, and now the MCU is all but treading water. And it's not that people are sick of superheroes. Look at the Spider-Verse films. Look how good films become when people behind them really care and strive to make the best product they can and are willing to make the time and financial investment to do so. And that's just not a level of care that AI, or a studio that's using AI to churn out as many films as quickly and as cheaply as possible, are going to be able to offer. With profits dropping, how long before Disney starts to hire back their artists? Overall, I think AI can be an invaluable tool to help a creative to generate lots of ideas very quickly, but a high quality film would require a human mind with an investment in the end result to streamline the results into something beautiful and entertaining. Instead of thinking of AI as something to replace an artist, I'd like to think, with the time saved in the early design stages by AI, what could those artists do to push their work further? What ideas could they explore that a deadline would otherwise inhibit? If big studios start to sacrifice quality in the name of low quality, rushed AI generated products, make your opinions heard in the only way that these companies will listen to. Vote with your wallet. But otherwise, I just have the trailer to show you, and apart from that, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe in another video. Let me know. Like and subscribe if you did. It lets me know there's something to see more of. Join the Discord link down below, and I'll see you next week with another video. Enjoy this!
In the heart of the whispering woods, a hero shall rise, a child of magic, with unyielding eyes. With friends by her side, she'll face the night, and banish the darkness with courage and light. Born of the forest, with nature's grace, she wield the magic of time and space. A guardian true, with a heart of gold, she'll protect the land, as the prophecy foretold. When shadows gather and danger looms near, the chosen one will rise without fear. With strength and wisdom, she'll lead the fight, and restore the balance with her guiding light. For in her hands lies the fate of the land, the whispering woods, where magic stands. Through trials and tribulations, she'll prove her worth, and bring peace to the forest, the most cherished earth.